Hmm? Am I on? Is this thing actually on? Hey, this is me, Johnny Bean. I don't even need these things. I'm the only one here. Don't need to listen. Hey, it is 5:20 p.m. Pacific, 8:20 Eastern, June. Well, now it's 5:21. 8:21. June 10th, 2016. I am live. I'm actually sitting here right now at my desk. I know that Dave Nesdahl, Rob Johnson, different people. Uh, we go live on here pretty regularly. Lately, it's been Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays about this time. So, but both those guys are actually out of town, so they are not here. So I decided to go live just by myself. I had the idea of going live on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. Excuse me. Uh, but with the two different cameras, it's just I didn't do it. I think I'll save that for another time. So anyway, I hope everybody is having. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hope everybody is having a great Friday evening, wherever you are. Having a great time. And hey, Catherine. I think you're looking at this, Catherine. If you are, I'm saying hello to you. Anyway. Okay, let me see. You just mentioned me in a comment. Are you looking? Are you watching? That's the thing with YouTube is you can't you say, hey, hey, Catherine Hughes. That's the thing with doing these. I can see people are watching me. I can't see who it is. So unless you actually tell me that you're looking at me, I have no idea. And hang on 1 second. Let me just reply to this text real quick. I know it's rude to text while you're in a live stream, but this is important. Okay. All right, there we go. So yes. So hey, Catherine. I hope all is well. And so yeah, as I was saying, I was gonna go live on Facebook as well, on my Facebook page. Looking. Somebody says. Somebody is watching me. I was gonna go live on Facebook as well, but like I said, having the different cameras and the different angles, you know, I think I'd need a producer or something to do all that. So I decided against doing both at once. Although maybe I'll go live on Facebook later tonight. Yes. Oh, Stephen Paul. Hey, Stephen, how are you doing, man? You're in New York. Stephen Paul's in New York. Cool. Good to see you, man. And then somebody else just said something. Thanks again for watching. Let's see. Ron, if you'd run the chat, people could talk. Lol. Is the chat disabled in this? Maybe. Let me see. Let me check something here. I don't know. Is this the chat? Tell me if it's on. Try refreshing and tell me if the chat is on. know if that's that. I'm not sure. I know. I don't know how you do it. I just know when most. See, I got to open up like several things now to talk to you guys. Let's see. Okay, this is Ron. Hey, Ron. I don't know how you do it. I just know when. I think I know what you're saying. If you look, how are you watching this, Ron? Are you watching this on a desktop or on a phone or on an iPad? Because I have an idea maybe of what you're talking about. If I can just find where you're talking to me. Okay, here we go. Under there. Okay, I just know when most people go live. There's a chat. Hmm. How are you watching this? Did you answer? I know what you're talking about. A desktop computer on YouTube. The chat is usually on the right side. Yes, I know what you're talking about. You don't see that? You don't see the chat on the right side? Let's see. There's a question thing, the Q&A thing. Showcase. Control room. And hang on, my camera is like falling. See, that's what happens. Your camera starts falling over. You end up looking really short. All right. I might just have to look short for a minute. Although I really am short. Nope, don't see it, Ron says. I think I'll have to work on that. I know what you're talking about. That's cool. I know one thing I gotta do is I gotta get a new camera. That's for sure. Oh, it's all good. Still enjoy watching. Well, cool. Yeah, I know what you're talking about the chat. I've seen that. So are you just commenting in the comments in the comment section? Okay, that's different. That's different. I'm getting other comments, but they're on other videos. Not this video at the moment. Yep, just commenting. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. I know what you're talking about though. How the would be this side, right? Yes, it'd be like up in here. There'd be like a chat. Hi, Johnny. I'm watching Joe from California. Hey, Joe. Good to see you, man. Okay, and who was texting? Somebody was actually texting me. Oh, Stephen Paul, New York. Just ordered my EVH USA guitar. Very cool, man. That's awesome, man. I wish I had one, man. All you guys are getting all these awesome guitars. I've just got some busted up guitar lying on the floor. Okay. Yeah, Ron, as far as the chat thing, I'll figure that out. Yeah, I'm just well, hang on. I have an idea. Frank C. Hey, Frank. Hang on one sec. Is my camera falling again? I shake the whole desk. Ron, you feel left out too because you don't have an EVH guitar. I have one. Well, I have two. I've got the Stripe series circles, and then I have the the Chinese stealth that I put together myself out of parts I got. Okay, let me just look and see what you guys are looking at. I'm opening this up in another browser. Okay, I see you guys are just commenting below. I see that. And you're talking about the chat thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. I just always assumed that was just comments when I've seen other people do that. But I guess if you'd like to talk to other people in here, you can just reply to their comment. So, yeah, I'll figure that out. It's all good. But anyway, yeah, I gotta get a new camera. The lighting. My face and my shirt look the same color, which is not true. You know what that is? That's the sun. Once the sun comes through that window, it turns everything one color. See, look at me now. I look like, oh well, whatever. Anyway, Ron, thanks for watching, man. Stephen Paul from New York. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations, man. You'll have to send me a photo or make a video of it or whatever. That'd be awesome to see. Okay. Anyway, here we go. What was I gonna say? So anyway, yeah, I decided just to come on here, just to chat with whoever whoever wants to jump in. And yeah, you can just comment below, and I can read your comments. So like I said, I was gonna go live on Facebook as well. I've got my Facebook page, which is a page called Guitarist Johnny Bean. I was gonna go live there on this at the same time because I've never gone live there. And I figure if I do, it'll probably freak people out because I've got like 2,000 followers or whatever on there. And so to all of a sudden to see me go live on there, I might scare some people. So I figure maybe I would just save that for its own thing. Instead of trying to deal with like a whole bunch of things at once. But anyway, I don't know. Anyway, it's a nice day here in Santa Cruz, California. It's 5:33. The sun is still shining. And in case you're wondering, yes, that is an egg. That's a chicken egg right there. We have chickens right outside. That's one of the eggs that one of them laid this morning. And it's just, that's where it is. Frank C. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't answer your, I didn't answer you. Let me answer. Frank C. Hey, Johnny. I can comment using my desktop, but not my iPad. You're watching. Awesome. Awesome. And Michael Smith just posted on my timeline on Facebook. I don't know what it is though. Frank C. Where is Dave, Rob, Mully, and the rest of the crew? Dave is in North Carolina. Rob is working in Mully. I don't know where Mully is. I don't think it's probably early morning where Mully is at this point. We're actually trying to figure that out because he wanted to come on and show off one of his guitars. Okay, it looks like he's online, or he was 20 minutes ago. So yeah, we're trying to figure that out to get Mully on here to show off one of his cool guitars. And Rob is it's hard for Rob to get on these things on Fridays. He goes out. So that's where he is. Dave is at a dinner right now. He told me. He said he could probably jump on later. Um, so maybe later. Maybe later Dave will be on here. As in later, later, later. You know, not here. Is the egg green? No. That's just how it looks. There's the egg right there. No, it's like a it's like an orange. It's almost like the color of my face and my shirt. Even though my face really isn't this red. It's the lighting, which I need to get fixed. Steve Lundy. Hey, Johnny. My nephew lives in Santa Cruz, and I will be visiting next month. Maybe we can get together when I'm out there. Keep up the good work. Steve. Cool, man. Awesome. Yeah. Let me know when you're around. I'm just scrolling. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, so like I said, everybody, all the guys, they're all it's Friday night. Come on. What do you expect? Everybody's out having fun, not just, you know, sitting sitting Oh, excuse me. It's still early here. Look at that. I look sunburned, which I am not, I swear. I am not sunburned. That makes me look blue. Well, if I turn this off, then I just look dark. Yeah, I got to get my lighting fixed. Ah, that's horrible. Sometimes I change the filters on these videos after the fact, so maybe I'll do that. So, sorry, I'm getting texts. Yo. Okay, the questions are coming in. Ron says, "Not me. I stay home even on Fridays." Haha. Yes. Well, it's still early here. You got to remember the Dave Nesdalls, the Rob Johnsons. It seems like everybody that I talk to on these things, they're all on the East Coast where it's like later, you know? And I apologize for my red face. I am really not red. That's this horrible light. It's like one of those like soft lights. Yeah, so it's still early, so I'm still going out later on. Just jumped on my desktop. What up? What up? CSX 000001. Yo. One Seville Anna. Hey Johnny, how were you able to hook up with Michael Anthony on video chat? Just curious. I talked to him twice on video chat. And it was basically It was beta. It was a beta thing. So it happened really quickly. He basically went live, and I just jumped in, I guess. Although the time that I talked with Andy Summers, the guitarist from the Police, when I talked to him on video chat, that was on an actual show. So that was all pre planned out. They contacted me and asked me to talk to Andy. Ron says, yeah. I'm in Utah. 6:40 here. So you're like an hour ahead of me, right? Yeah. That's my YouTube name. It's Mike Smith from Facebook. I have to change that. Lol. Yeah. CSX 00000. I can't even count those zeros. 1. Yeah. Oh, hey, Jim Nicholas, right? Like Saint Nicholas. Hi, Johnny. My favorite sound clip of yours was the Circles guitar with 5150 amp. What pickup is in that axe? Friday night here, and I'm drinking beers, watching your show. Rock on, brother. Rock on, man. I'm sitting here with a teacup. Early Friday evening. Cheers, man. Oh, so you want to know what pickup is in that guitar? Oh, the guitar's way over there. It's a Wolfgang. The EVH Wolfgang. It's just black. There's the different ones. There's the ones that are zebra like this. There's the ones that are cream like this. This actually came out of a Star guitar. And then, oh my gosh, gross. Sorry about that. And then there's the black, just the black one. So yeah, that's what's in the Circles guitar. So it's the same pickup. It's exactly the same. And the 5150 amp you're talking about, that's the PV 5150. And yeah, Jim Nicholas. The clip he's talking about is last week when I recorded those separate clips of the guitars through the amp, just as demos. So if you go to my channel while you're watching this right now, go back a couple of videos and you'll see a video of the Circles guitar with the PV amp. That's the clip he's talking about. I also did the same demo with the PV Wolfgang through the PV 5150, the Ernie Ball Music Man EVH through the PV 5150, and my Chinese special Wolfgang through the PV 5150. And just to let you guys know, when you listen to those clips, the amp setting, what you see in the photo of the amp, that's the exact setting I used. It's the same setting on every clip. So the only difference in each of those clips is the guitar. And it's just raw. There's no effects. There's no EQ. I didn't do any EQ later, like on the, recording. I left everything totally raw. So what you're hearing is the actual guitar through the actual amp, through the cabinet, 412 cabinet. The EQ, everything is whatever you see on the dials. That's exactly what it is. And that thing was I was cranking that too. I was actually super loud recording that. And I recorded that with this mic right here, this exact Shure 58. I have a 57 as well, but I can't find it. I don't know where it is. Mike Smith, you're in Colorado. Very cool. Ron, Johnny, how long are you going to grow the beard? It's about here. No. I don't know. Generally, I don't know. I let it go until I can't stand it anymore. Until I'm just like itching enough, or I seem to get a lot of dirty looks when I walk around town with the beard. You know, so which is good and bad. you know, I get weird looks from. Well, I don't know. I kind of dig that. You know, sometimes you just have to grow a beard, walk around in a camouflage jacket, dark shades, and just get weird looks. I enjoy that. And then, of course, when I shave the beard off, I look totally different. I walk around totally different clothes, and then I get weird looks as well. That's all I get are strange looks. CSX. Mike Smith. Do you think that the EVH lunchbox sounds much different than the 50-watt version? Yes. Yes. Well, much different. It's similar. I mean, it's only 15 watts, so you can tell there's a difference. I would say the sound. It's a smaller sound. I would say because you don't have all the extra EQ as the other amp. The other amp, you have way more stuff going on. But it still sounds great. It's still an amazing sounding amp. It still gets very loud. You can actually. Oh, here you go. Not meaning the volume. Right. Volume wise, you're talking tone wise. Yes. Tone wise, they're similar, but you can tell a difference. Just like with anything. Even from guitar to guitar, there's a difference. I mean, no two guitars, amps, people sound alike. It's always different. And I think I'm getting blurry. Although who cares? There we go. Yeah, I apologize for looking short on this thing, but so as far as the EVH lunchbox and the 50 watt, as far as the sound differences, they're similar. And I'm not talking volume wise. The 50 watt has a fuller sound to it. Has a fuller sound. But the LBX amplifier, like I said, it still cranks. It does get very loud. You could play shows with it. I tell people that all the time. Steve Lundy, what other amps do you own? What is your favorite? So I have the PV 5150, of course, the original version of it, 412 cabinet slant. I have a Fender. Is it called the Hot Rod? Is it the DeVille or Deluxe? The 212 version, whichever one that is. And that's actually my main amp. That's the main amp I use these days. Is the Fender 212. And then I have aside from those, I've got a bunch of small. Brent Cohn. Hey, Brent. I've got a bunch of those, practice amps, small ones. I've got a Cube, a Roland Cube, whatever, which is very cool. It has built-in effects and stuff. I use that for some rehearsals, believe it or not. If you do a living room rehearsal with a band where it has, somewhat quiet drums and whatever, you can actually use an amp this size, a micro Cube or whatever. You can actually use it. So yeah, I just have some different small whatevers, and then of course I've got this thing here. The EVH micro stack, which when I hold it closer to the camera, it looks way bigger than it really is. Look at that. It looks bigger than me. But no, it's actually about this size. It's a cool little, battery powered amp. It's got the little stand, which you have to use. You have to use a stand with it. Because if you use it just like on the table like this, you plug your cable in, it'll fall face first like R2D2, There it is. You can hear it. Yeah, that's a cool little amp. I actually need to do some recording with that. I know I said a little while back when I did an unboxing of that, I said I was going to record a track with just that. I need to. I've got so many things going on, but yeah, I need to do that though. Let's see. CSX 000000000001. What's your name again? Mike Smith. Okay, Mike Smith. Yeah, you got to change that username. That's man. How'd you pick all those zeros? Okay, Mike says, I have read that it sounds more like his earlier recordings. And you're talking about the lunchbox, right? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Yeah, I think you need some more zeros in that name. No, what you're talking about, man, you're talking about another amp that's in development. Called the what is it called? The other amp. What's the other amp that they're working on? That amp is actually closer to the earlier stuff, to his Marshall. You can actually hear a sound clip of him using it during a sound check on YouTube. Actually, but anyway, so that's the amp. Yeah, so it's not the LBX. But the LBX sounds amazing. They all sound great. It's great stuff. I mean, the EVH gear line of instruments and amplifiers, it's all quality stuff. I love it. I'm a huge fan of the stuff. I love Fender. For those of you that might not know, EVH gear is underneath Fender, musical instruments. And if you go to NAMM, you go up to the Fender room. They have 2 rooms, and sometimes the EVH gear booth is in the Fender room. Sometimes it's in a separate room, along with Charvel, which is also under Fender, Gretsch. You know, stuff like that. Jackson. Um, but anyway, so yeah, so if you go to what am I even trying to say? I'm losing my I'm totally forgetting. See, that's why it helps to have somebody else in here because they can remind me what I was just saying. Because now I totally blanked on what I was trying to tell you. Okay. EVH. I love the EVH gear stuff. I love the guitars. You know, all the way from the USA one. You know, here's the photo of me playing the American one right there. The USA. You know, the top of the line Wolfgang. That's the one that Rob Johnson just got yesterday. We did a video looking at his guitar. Look back one video and you'll see that video. Same guitar David Nesdahl owns. Same guitar Chris Hubbard bought and actually relicked himself. Did an amazing job at that. So all these guys have that same guitar. They're all getting an awesome, awesome guitar. I wish I had that guitar too, man. So anyway, so yeah, so I love the EVH gear stuff, obviously. But Fender in general, which Fender, that's what I'm saying. Fender owns EVH gear. I love Fender. I've always been a huge fan of Fender guitars, amplifiers. My main guitar for many years has been a Fender Telecaster from Japan, a Fender custom 1972 reissue, which, if you don't know what that is, that's the guitar. Where is it? Can I grab it? Here, let me hang on 1 second. Don't go away. All right, here it is. Okay, for many years, this has been my main guitar right here. It's a Japanese 1972 reissue of the Tele Custom. This guitar was actually made in 1996. And so what makes it the custom is the humbucker pickup up here and the single coil down here. Although I replaced this. This is actually a rails, just a generic, probably Korean rails pickup. So it's a humbucker as well. So I basically turned this into, excuse me, so embarrassing. I basically turned this into a Les Paul, basically. But so it's two humbuckers, is what it is. Whoops. So anyway, this has been my main guitar for a long time. I love it. It's just there you go. People say, why don't you play guitar in these things? There you go. I just did. But yeah, anyway, Fender guitars. Love this guitar. Love it. I love this guitar so much that when this band that I was in called the Mayfire, we did a tour where one date was actually down in Mexico. I didn't want to take it with me, so I left it in Texas. And I ended up playing well, don't get mad, Fender. I ended up playing a Gibson. Because at the time, the band we actually had endorsements with both Fender and Gibson. So I on the tour, I either played the Fender Tele or I played a Gibson 335 USA, amazing guitar that Gibson gave us. Um, but my amp was the Fender 212 Hot Rod, whatever the 212 is, the Deluxe or DeVille, I forget. But so anyway, yeah, that was a crazy tour. I remember we lost a lot of guitars. Not that we were going crazy smashing stuff up, but we actually one of the bands that we were on the road with, they're called Astor Heights. They're still together. Look them up. At the time, they were signed to, I believe, it was Universal Records, or they were previously. I forget what the deal was, but the guitarist in the band, Bernard, who's still a great friend of mine, he might actually be seeing this at some point. So hey, Bernard. His main guitar was a Gibson, a white Gibson Les Paul studio. I believe. Yes. And at one point during the tour, he actually, during the show, he like drops the guitar on the ground. Just, I don't know why. And it ended up like breaking. I think maybe the headstock broke or something. So you can actually see footage of me playing that guitar, that particular guitar, when we were in Mexico. Go to johnnybean.com, scroll down, you'll see some YouTube video clips. One of them that says, I think it's called Robot TV or something, and it was a film crew down in Mexico. They filmed us. But watch that clip, and that's the Mayfire, this band that I was in at the time. And you'll see me playing the 335 and the Les Paul Studio. So anyway, so his guitar got busted up. My Hamer Phantom Andy Summers guitar got the headstock busted off. It fell off the rack right after a show. It just went poof. So I guess you could say we were wild. Yeah, that was great though. That was a lot of fun. I met a lot of cool people on that tour, which I'm still friends with today, and that was back in 2008. Wow. Sorry. Let me catch up on the questions. Jim Nicholas. Did you see the clip of Broadbent's Purple Burst Wolfie? Looks very cool. Is that the entry-level guitar? Adam from FU Tone did a great job. I also heard some of the Japanese Fenders are better than the USA models back in the late 80s and early 90s. Dude, that Japanese Tele, I would take that. I would take that over a USA Fender any day. Well, I don't know. I haven't played any of the recent stuff lately, but yeah, the Japanese, man, most Japanese guitars are amazing. Totally amazing, no matter what they are. You know, the Ibanez stuff. I've got an Ibanez guitar here too. I can reach it. You're going to hear an explosion. You're going to hear guitars hit the floor like, oh. Here's a Japanese Ibanez from 1979. The Roadster. Great stuff. Quality stuff. The Japanese stuff is amazing. Guitars. Amazing stuff. So what'd you say? The Purple Burst Wolfie is that the entry level guitar? Yes. Yeah, that's the EVH Wolfgang Standard. and they're made in Indonesia, and that is the entry level guitars. I believe they're like $600, five something maybe. And yes, I saw the video that Adam put up. And Adam, if you see this, hey, Adam's a cool dude, man. Adam and I, we met at NAMM this year, and we talked for a bit, and he introduced me to some cool cats. But yes, the purple burst. I saw that guitar as well at NAMM. That's one of the new colors that EVH put out this year for that model. And they're great. I would recommend. I'd recommend the entry level stuff. Totally. I would totally recommend the stuff. They're all great quality instruments. The standard, the Indonesian stuff, the Mexico specials, the stuff they don't make anymore now, the Chinese special, which is what I have. Great, amazing. When I was at NAMM, a few years ago, the first time I saw those guitars, the Chinese specials, I couldn't believe how amazing they were. And look how red I am. That's special effects. That's not really how I look. I'm not really that. I look like I think I'm just really embarrassed right now. Maybe that's what it is. No, they're all great guitars though, man. The whole line of EVH guitars. If you can snag any of those guitars, if you can get one, get it. No matter which one it is. I would go for it. Steve Lundy, have you ever tried any of the Black Star amps? Yes, I have. I used one at a rehearsal in Walnut Creek, this place called Red House. Steve Lundy says, I have the HT5R for home use and recording. It is one of the best sounding amps I've ever played. I am a big Black Star fan, along with EVH. Very cool, man. Very cool. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff out there. It's it gets better and better and better, with technology, with well, I mean, these days, I mean, technology is amazing, but yeah, with musical gear, with amplifiers, with effects, with the eye, playing through the iPad, programs where you can record, or have built-in effects or whatever. I have all that stuff. Some of it I do record on my iPad a lot. But as far as playing through it, with the effects and the amps and stuff, I do have that stuff. I just need to get a new interface. The interface that I had, I didn't really gel with. So I stopped using it. This was probably a couple years ago. Let's see. CSX 0000000001 says, I have the EVH Wolfgang Special, Japanese made one, and I love it. The quality is outstanding. Very cool, man. Very cool. Yes. Yes, those are amazing. Like I was saying, Japanese guitars in general are amazing. Really, no matter what they are, Okay, this is Joe, right? Yes, Joe. You have great guitars, Johnny. I want your GMW 5150. Cool. Thank you. And yes, the GMW, that is a great guitar. I record with that in the studio, no matter what it looks like, you know. Um, it's a great great guitar. GMW makes great stuff, And for those of you that don't know, the GMW, that company, way back in the 80s, they also made a guitar for Dweezil Zappa called the Shamer 5149 and a half, I believe. And so if you've ever seen that Guitar Player magazine where I think Dweezil interviews Eddie Van Halen, if you ever see the photo of Dweezil and Eddie at 5150, and Dweezil is holding a striped Kramer and it says Shamer, and Eddie's holding his Music Man, this is in 95, that's the guitar. That's the guitar. So the same company that made my GMW 5150 is the same company that made that Shamer guitar. Which actually Dweezil does not own anymore. He actually sold it. He sold it to somebody years ago. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of great stuff out there. Guitars, amps, effects. I can't even tell you about the cool effects, man. The effects that I use. I think we were actually, Dave Robb and I, and whoever else, maybe Chris Hubbard, and maybe Broadband, we were going to do a video showing off our pedal boards. So maybe if I can get some of these guys together, or if you guys are watching this, if you guys want to do that, do a hangout where we show off our effects, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Because people ask me all the time about my pedal boards, and it changes all the time. It's never the same because I play in different bands. I do my own stuff, which I'm always changing stuff around. I'm always looking for different sounds, getting different distortions, fuzz. I'm really into fuzz tones. I'm really into like fuzzy. I'm actually more into fuzz tones than I am into distortions. So I'm always changing stuff around. I use chorus, flangers, you name it, delays, all that stuff. So cool. Okay. Well, hey, I got to run. I got some things I got to do. But thank you for watching. And look at that. There's a fly right there. That's so embarrassing. But I live in the woods, believe it or not. If I opened up that door, you would see a deer walking by. A skunk would walk in, and I'm not joking. So every time you open the door, flies fly right in. It's embarrassing, but whatever. Okay. CSX 000000001 says, I have a Black Star HT5 older version, non-reverb, and it really sounds amazing. One of my go-to amps. Very cool, man. Awesome. Okay. Johnny Bean, johnnybean.com. I am out of here. Like I said, I'll go live on Facebook later, either on my friend's page or my music page. I'm not sure which. So look for that. Thanks for watching this stuff, and I will see you guys later. Oh, yeah. Like, share, and subscribe, please. All right. Keep rocking, everybody. Bye.